I'm a former 20-year U.S. Congressman, and I'm endorsing as enthusiastically as is humanly possible Delegate Robert G. Marshall of the great state of Virginia, which he served for over 21 years. I wanted to move across the river, across the Potomac, to the United States Senate, the federal Senate. He has served the people of Virginia so well, so passionately, with so much principle and integrity, that he would be as about as fine as addition to the United States Senate as I can imagine in this critical turning point election of 2012. One of the best staffers I've ever had, if not the very best, was Robert Gerard Marshall. Bob would come on that floor with me, and during debate on amendments, and I remember I picked up for a while the title Mr. Amendment. I passed more amendments with Bob's help as a freshman congressman than anyone in my class or across the aisle. Bob was a master legislator. When Bob would sit with me on the House floor, I remember sometimes we'd be getting cut down amendment after amendment, ones that we'd pass in subsequent years, and I remember sliding a note over to him, shall we throw in the towel? And what he sent back to me, I'll remember the rest of my life. He mentioned heroes, and the ultimate hero said, what would this person do? What would that person do? And sometimes I'd call him Justice Marshall, after the great father of the U.S. Supreme Court. When he came to me, it was as though I had a leader to build a staff around where I could start to have an impact as a freshman. In my freshman term, I cut off abortions in the United States military. I could not have done that without Bob Marshall. In my freshman year, I cut off abortions in female federal prisons. Without Bob sitting next to me on the House floor, I could not have cut off abortions in the District of Columbia. I think I'm in a good position, having watched him for 3 decades, to say that I know in my heart and in my mind that he will be as outstanding a United States Senator from the Commonwealth of Virginia as he has been an outstanding, principled man of integrity. Bob is a man, a stalwart champion of the culture of life. If you want to defeat the culture of death, how could we possibly do this unless we elect men and women who will fight for the culture of life? And that's Bob Marshall. Vote for him.
I'm Bob Marshall. I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.